my expectations were like here at least, and you can't even see my hand. That's what I got as a reality. Hey guys, I'm Kunda Zimba, the voice, the face behind YFMD, a platform where I share my Christian lifestyle alongside being a medical student, with vlogs being a reflection of what I talk about in my sit-down videos. In all the tea or the juice, whatever beverage you prefer, is what I'm going to be spilling in this video. I'm going to share as much as I can. This video is low-key highly requested. Like, I hope I can cover everything people ask in this video. I've been here since December 2018 and this is January 2021, so I'm just going to share from the things that I know. I've inquired a few things and that's basically what I'm going to share. If you still have questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. You could come into my DMs on Instagram, on Twitter. Be sure to reach out to me and I'll answer your questions. So let's get right into the video. Also, I think this video may be lengthy, so I will do my best to put timestamps in the description below so that you could forward to a part that you're maybe most interested in, something that you really want to know. So I'll get right into the video. So the first thing is I want to share my first impression. My first impression. And I got to Ukraine on Friday. Yes, I left like Thursday afternoon. Friday afternoon I was in Ukraine, so like a whole 24 hours had gone by. I was kept in the airport. Like, they actually warn you, like, oh, when you get there, they'll get your documents. They may take long to get back to you. Don't nag them, just leave them alone. They'll get back to you guys. I waited from, I think I got to Ukraine at 2 p.m. 5 p.m. I was still in the airport. Everyone I arrived with had gone. I was waiting for I don't know what. When they came to me, like, oh, you're still here. Like, you have my documents. What do you mean I'm still here? And really, they didn't even ask me anything. They just gave me back my documents. Oh, you can go. Because I was there for a long time, my agent actually came to pick me up. We missed our train, so we had rushed to the train station and we missed our train. We rushed to the bus station and we missed the bus. So like, okay, we have to wait another 2 hours for the next bus. We waited for it. The bus from Kiev, the capital city, to Lviv, where I am, is like 8 hours. So by the time I finally got to my destination, my room, my hostel, it was Saturday morning at like 6 a.m. like really early. I got to my hostel, guys. I live on the 9th floor, which is like the highest floor of the hostel, and the elevator was not working. Imagine being new. You know what, being new, you have like luggage, and the elevator was not working. My first day, so already it was like, I'm going to lift my luggage 9 flights up. But anyway, it was done. I got to my room. I said, what? If I was so sure people hadn't lived here in like 5 years. Okay, maybe 5 years is too much, but it was horrid. Honestly, it was horrid. I wondered how people are here and happy, but with time I've gotten to understand that it's really not about what's going on around you, but within. But at first impression, it was like, where am I? I wish I could put up pictures. Like, obviously I took pictures to show my parents, like, guys, look at this, and I can't put up pictures because maybe not every room is presented this way, and I just wasn't given the best. I don't want to be, I don't know, sued for, what is it called, something of, I'll put the term somewhere there if I remember it. Yeah, so that's why that was like my first impression. It was horrid. Honestly, my expectations were like here at least, and you can't even see my hand. That's what I got as a reality, and I've gotten used to it. Honestly, I wouldn't say so much has changed. I have changed more inside and I see things more differently, but my impression was just a big no. But anyway, yeah, so into the second thing I'm going to speak on is lifestyle. So I already shared in one of my Ukraine videos, I talked about how I think it's student friendly. Yeah, the kind of lifestyle here is like very much student friendly, but it also depends on the kind of activities you like to do. But generally, like, you're living, everything is affordable for me. I would say it's affordable for me and it's very fair. That's how I'll describe it. And I think that's all we would have to speak about concerning lifestyle. Like, foods from Africa may not be readily available. You could find certain things maybe in the African store, but many things are not readily available. And if you're coming here for the first time, carry what you can. Honestly, carry what you can. The first time I got here, I had no idea. It was just, oh, I'm going. But when I went for summer and got back, of course I came back to Zambia and I came with samp. I had my groundnuts, dry fish, our Zambian beans, and all that jazz. So like, carry what you can from your country. If you have like faves, carry those faves. Just don't make your luggage like extra, but carry your faves. So into jobs. Speaking about jobs, many people ask me this question: Can I work when I come there? Can I work when I come there? So firstly, I haven't worked before, but yes, you can work. But I want you to understand that the picture that you may have of working here, which is like portrayed in the movies when you go to America or to Australia, you could, or anywhere. And honestly, I was shocked when I came here. You could like easily work in H&M. You could be working in Zara. You have a job at the mall. That's not what it's like here. I think in codes, I would say private sectors is where you can work in. I know all these stores are like private, so I really don't know how they like divide where you can and cannot work. But in like all these mall jobs and this stuff like that, it's only for residents, and we are just foreigners, and we're not, we're not from here. We do not have permanent residence, so you have to have jobs like maybe in call centers, these private sectors and stuff like that. Those are the jobs that I know people work with, and there are sites where you could look for jobs, so you're able to see jobs that are available. Another job that people often get is teaching, so simply teaching people English, and those are the jobs that are available. So yes, you can work when you come here. Next thing is religion. So I don't know about others, but I don't even know what kind of nation this country is. Like, I don't know if it's a Christian nation, it's this nation, but there's many churches. When you come here, you will definitely find a place to worship. There's churches that originally maybe came from Africa, from various countries. Like the church I attend is originally from Nigeria, Christ Embassy, and there's various churches from Ghana, from here and there. There's as well as their own churches here. I would say I've only heard of the cathedrals, so like for the Catholics, those are like the only churches that I know of that are like originally from here. So like Catholic churches are available everywhere. You will find a church to attend, either it be Catholic or whatever denomination you do belong to. So the next thing is language. This country is not an English speaking country. Beware of that. Be aware of that. It's not an English speaking country. They speak Ukrainian language, and in certain parts of the country they speak Russian language. Yeah, they speak Russian language. And you could take a course, like preparatory course. I did preparatory course. If you do preparatory course, you are strictly learning in the language. So I think that the first semester is just the language alone, and the second semester you get into sciences in the language. Yeah. Will I say it's easy to learn? I think it's fairly easy to learn. If you're interested to learn, you could easily learn it. Just like any language, you could learn it. And yeah, many people do not speak English. Actually, many people do not speak English, but though I have noticed, like, if you interact with like younger people, not like they can really speak English. There's people who can really speak English, of course, but many people are learning. Many people are learning. So you find out, maybe say hello to you, and maybe you want to have a conversation, and find they can't actually speak English. They just know that hello, and they're excited to say it to somebody because they're learning. You know how it feels when you're learning something, you easily want to speak to people. So that's about language. And then racism. I haven't experienced like physical racism, like people say, oh no, this person spat on me. No. I've only experienced racism in terms of maybe I'm in a store and the salesperson is like paripasu. How's the phrase? I think paripasu, like side to side. They're just following you everywhere you go in the store. I don't. They think you're going to steal. They think what? There's one particular store that I go to often. If they didn't have things I like, honestly, I'd stop going there, because each time I go there, I'm just like, it's so obvious and annoying. But that's like pretty much it. Besides that, it's not even like something serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be unaffected, you're unbothered. So generally there isn't racism, at least on my side of the country. I think like on the side that's closest to Russia, people may experience a lot more racism, but on my side, honestly, you hardly hear stories of racism, like anything serious, besides maybe people looking at you weirdly, you know, like besides that, some people may be looking at you weirdly not because they're racist, but they've never seen a black person in their lives, and it's understandable. That's about it. And then how to apply an admission. So from Zambia, I used an agent. People come here without an agent, but maybe without an agent is you still need somebody to be here, because once you get accepted, you are given an invitation letter, and this invitation letter needs to be picked up by somebody from the administration and sent to you. So you have to have a somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an agent who you've paid. If you have a sister, your sister could do it for you, but I personally used an agent because it feels like the safer way to do things and everything like that, though it's an expensive process, but it is what it is. So wherever you are, just try to find out if the agents in your area. So like for Zambians, we do not have an embassy in my country, so we have to fly down to South Africa to get our visas. Yeah, that's about it. You have to pay, of course, an admission fee. And my processing took, I applied in October. I think I applied in October, went to get my visa, so end of October, like very end, because I went to get my visa I think on the 4th of November, and I had my visa before the 30th. I got my visa I think in like 2 weeks. It may vary, people's visas take 3 months, a month, and mine took 2 weeks, and I thank God. So it wasn't a hard process for me. It was honestly very easy to come here, nothing complicated. They're not asking for anything extra, honestly. They're asking just for basic documents that you should probably have. So about fees and scholarships, I recently got questions on this. Firstly, fees. I'm in medical university, and at my medical university, like my intake, we pay $4,900. Intakes above may have varying prices. Like let's say people who just graduated, I think we're paying 4,400. So this may be different at the time you're coming, and it's best that you find out. I will try to put the link to the university in the description below, but for me, who has started with like 4,900, this fee will always be 4,900 for me, because I have signed a contract. So until I graduate, this is what's gonna be. It can be that maybe people next year will have to pay 5,000, meaning they'll start with 5,000 and they will end with 5,000, and that's how things work. And then on scholarships, I do not know anybody on a scholarship in this country. At least in my university, I have not heard of anybody on a scholarship. I have not heard of giving of scholarships. Maybe this is done in other universities, but I honestly haven't heard of it in my university, and I do not think it's done. I do not think it's done. I did not have maybe accurate information on this. I had asked certain people, and many people actually not even sure, because it's just unheard of. So yeah, that's about fees and scholarships. And then accommodation. Oh, another thing about fees, I got questions on whether you can transfer your fees before you come here. In my university and other medical universities, at least I've heard, I'm not sure if this applies to non-medical universities, but your first time coming here, you have to come with the money. You cannot transfer the money. You cannot come and then your parents transfer the money. You have to come with the money in your hand for the first time, and then your second year, third year, fourth onwards, your parents can make bank transfers to pay your fees. But for the first time, you have to come with the money in your hands. Yeah. So accommodation. Concerning accommodation, I live in the hostel, and the hostel I live in, the medical university hostel, is currently $800. Yeah, $800 for the whole year. So these fees, accommodation fee and hostel fee, can be paid per semester or the entire year. It's totally up to you. But you can also live in an apartment or a house. I know people who live in houses and people who live in apartments. It's totally up to you, but I'm told the closer the apartments are to the university, the more expensive they are. Then the further you live from the university, the cheaper they become. But I believe the range is like So like 300, the last I asked, the person told me 300, and this 300, if you're living in a house for 2 people, was going to be split between 2 people, so like 150 each person for the month. And then at least I've been to all the apartments I've been to, every person has said it's always furnished, so like furniture comes in this fee, except you have to pay bills like for your electricity, for your water, for heat and stuff like that, so like those extra charges, but it does come fully furnished. Like sometimes I get to people's houses and I'm like, you didn't buy this, like I think that's so cool. I think it's so cool that they come furnished, and I think they're fairly good prices. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in this video. It's actually shorter than I thought it was going to be. I hope I have answered every question. I have answered as accurately as possible, as accurately as I can according to my knowledge. I don't want to come here and lie to you. I haven't been here too long, and also it's not everything that I have tried. Like I live in the hostel, I haven't tried to live in an apartment, I haven't yet tried to have a job and stuff like that. So I've just shared with you guys according to my knowledge and things that I've inquired from people who have been here maybe longer or have tried this and that. But if you do have any further questions, or I didn't say something clearly, you would like clarification, feel free to make it known in the comment section, or message me on my social media, either my Instagram or my Twitter, where I'm most active. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful to you and to somebody out there, someone who wants to come here in the future, or you're just curious, you know what I'm saying. So guys, I'll see you in my next video.